Kaity Biggar and Shallcross ban Bachelor Nation from wedding. June 5, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation news fans. Bachelor couple Shallcross and Kaity Biggar are finally tying the knot this summer. They got engaged on the season 27 finale in March 2023. The wedding was pushed back several times, but it's finally happening. However, Bachelor Nation stars shouldn't expect an invite. Keep reading to find out why. Kaity Biggar reveals unhinged Bachelor Moment. Kaity Biggar and Shallcross are happily in love now. But their relationship had some bumps along the way, especially when they were on the reality show. After vowing to remain celibate during the fantasy suite dates, he was intimate with finalist Alum. Zach immediately regretted it and told Kaity about it. On camera, the situation sparked major backlash for him. The drama could have broken his growing relationship with Kaity, but they worked through it. He sent Gabby home during the season finale and proposed to Kaity. After the show, Kaity returned to her job as a nurse, but still interacts with fans on social media. She recently opened up her Instagram DMs for a fun Q, and one fan of the show asked Kaity to share the most unhinged thing about The Bachelor. Surprisingly, Kaity's response wasn't that her now fiancé was dating 30 women at the same time. The craziest moment on the show was much more personal for her. When I got asked, "How would you feel if Zach left you like your dad did?" she answered the fan. Kaity Biggar shared on the show that her bio dad walked out when she was younger, as did another of her mom's boyfriends later on. She addresses being friends with Zach's ex-girlfriends. Kaity Biggar and the other women on her season were romantic rivals for Zach's affection. However, many of them formed close friendships while filming the show. During her recent Q&A, one fan asked if it was weird to be friends with people who have been in love with Zach. For Kaity Biggar, it's not awkward at all. In fact, she said she takes it as a compliment because Zach is such a great guy. Why Bachelor Nation stars are banned from wedding. Despite being friends with several women from season 27, none of them will be at Zach and Kaity's wedding next month. The couple hasn't revealed the exact date, but Kaity posted a TikTok in late May/early June that said the wedding is in 4 weeks. She shared her wedding dress shopping experience. A fan asked during the Instagram Q&A which Bachelor Nation stars will be at the wedding. Kaity Biggar shared a photo with some of her close friends from the show: Ariel Frankel, Gabby Alum, Mercedes Northup, and Jess Girod. She wrote on the pic that none of them will be there because it's a small wedding with immediate family only. The couple previously spoke out about wanting to save money to buy a house, so they may have opted against an extravagant wedding. While they may not be there in person, they will be there in spirit. What do you think of Kaity and Zach's decision to exclude Bachelor Nation stars from their upcoming wedding? Kaity Biggar and Zach Shallcross ban Bachelor Nation from wedding. Fans are shocked by the guest list. No roses allowed, a source claimed, and they weren't kidding. Zach Shallcross and Kaity Biggar just flipped the script on Bachelor Nation's expectations. Their wedding is happening, but not how anyone imagined. When Bachelor alums get married, fans expect one thing: a televised event brimming with Bachelor Nation stars, awkward group hugs, and at least one toast from Jess Palmer. But Zach and Kaity? They're doing things very differently, and the bold move has stunned even their closest friends. Here's everything we know about why Zach and Kaity just banned Bachelor Nation from their wedding, and who made the cut. Love after the final rose went off script. When Zach Shallcross proposed to Kaity Biggar during the Bachelor season 27 finale, viewers were sold on their sweet chemistry and no-nonsense approach to love. No gimmicks, no last-minute drama. Just two people who seemed genuinely ready to commit. For a while, everything was by the book. Interviews with people, cutesy Instagram posts, and PDA-heavy red carpet appearances. But behind the scenes, Kaity and Zach were quietly realizing something big. They didn't want a typical bachelor wedding. And more importantly, they didn't want a bachelor crowd. A source close to the couple spilled, Zach and Kaity love their fans and are grateful for the platform. But they didn't feel close to many of the other Bachelor alums. They don't want their wedding to be a networking event. The no rose rule. According to insiders, Kaity and Zach created a no rose rule as soon as they started planning their wedding. No roses, no Bachelor references, and no one using the wedding as a platform for their next influencer deal. Yes, that includes fellow leads, contestants, and even producers. Jess Palmer, not invited. Charity Lawson didn't make the list. Sean Lowe and Catherine Giudice left on read. And it wasn't just an oversight. It was intentional, the source claimed. They want real, authentic people around them on their day, not reality TV drama. Who didn't make the cut? Bachelor Nation has a long memory and a lot of pride. Unsurprisingly, when the uninvited started comparing notes, feelings got hurt. Here's a breakdown of some of the biggest names left off the guest list. Charity Lawson. Kaity and Charity were friendly during Zach's season, but sources say their dynamic cooled after the show. One insider claimed Kaity was uncomfortable with how Charity played the victim post-show. Ouch. Brooklyn Willie. Once Kaity's ride-or-die bestie during filming, their friendship allegedly took a hit when Brooklyn got too thirsty for screen time. Ariel Frankel. Though fans loved Ariel's cool-headed maturity, sources say she and Zach never kept in touch after the show. There was no beef, just no bond. Sean Lowe, Zach's self-declared mentor and a Bachelor Nation golden boy. Sean reportedly reached out about attending and got no response. Bachelor Nation producers, that's right. Even the people who launched their love story didn't score a seat. The real guest list, and fans are confused. So who's actually invited? Well, it's a small list. Sources say the couple plans to have fewer than 50 people attend their intimate ceremony. Among them, Kaity's family, including her adorable nieces who are playing flower girl roles. Zach's Texas-based crew, mostly childhood friends and cousins. One or two producers Zach bonded with, but who have since left the franchise. None of Kaity's co-stars. None of Zach's exes. No Bachelor alums, period. Fans reacted fast on Reddit and TikTok. This is so weird. Why go on The Bachelor if you're just going to cut everyone off? One fan posted. I kind of respect it. They're clearly trying to make their own life, not a spin-off, another added. The reactions were mixed, but one thing was clear, no one saw this coming. Kaity speaks out, kind of. While Kaity hasn't publicly confirmed the full guest list, she's dropped plenty of hints that her patience with Bachelor Nation were thin. On a recent Instagram story Q&A, a fan asked, "Will we see any of your girls from the season at your wedding?" Kaity's reply, "This is a private event for family and real-life friends." Another fan asked if Jess Palmer would officiate. Her answer, "Lol, no, we've got someone special for that." Kaity later deleted the Q&A, but fans had already screenshotted it. She's so over it, one follower said. I don't blame her. The quiet break from the franchise. Behind closed doors, Kaity and Zach have slowly distanced themselves from ABC. They've reportedly turned it down. Offers to film the wedding for Bachelor, Happily Ever After. Sponsored content opportunities featuring franchise brands, Neil Lane, Anyone. Appearances on After the Final Rose and Bachelor in Paradise cameos. A source close to the couple explained, Zach and Kaity saw what happened to other couples. They don't want to be defined by a franchise. They want to be defined by their choices. And that includes cutting ties, gently but clearly. The fallout, who's mad? Several former cast members aren't taking the snub well. One unnamed contestant from Zach's season told a Bachelor-themed podcast, "We were there for her, and now it's like we don't exist." Brooklyn Willie posted a not-so-subtle Instagram caption days after the invite list news broke. Funny how people forget who hyped them up before they had a ring. Scene Low has remained quiet publicly, but a fan claimed he liked a tweet criticizing the couple's pretentious wedding plans. The tension is real, and fans are eating it up. Why this wedding changes Bachelor Nation forever. Kaity and Zach might not have meant to start a revolution, but they kind of did. In a franchise where weddings are typically produced, sponsored, and sold, their decision to go private and exclude the cast is a first. It sends a message, one insider said, that not every lead is here to stay famous. It's a subtle rejection of the show's formula, and it could inspire others to follow suit. Already, fans are wondering, will Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos do something similar? Will Joey and Kelsey keep it low-key? Is the Bachelor wedding era over? Inside the wedding plans, the wedding itself, set to take place this fall, is reportedly in the Pacific Northwest near Kaity's hometown, completely off-grid with no press allowed. Phone-free, guests must check their devices at the door. 100% funded by the couple with no brand sponsorships. Kaity's dress is reportedly designed by a Canadian label she's long loved, not a major brand deal. Zach is rumored to be writing his own vows and has rejected offers from Bachelor sponsors. Even their honeymoon, completely private. They're not just leaving the franchise behind, they're torching the playbook. Chapter 10. Will this last? Skeptics say Kaity and Zach's anti-franchise stance is just a phase, but those close to them insist otherwise. They're really just normal people who got caught up in a huge TV thing. Now they're trying to reclaim their life, a friend shared. And reclaim it, they have. From quiet hikes to low-key coffee dates, Zach and Kaity are living a life far away from cameras and Bachelor Nation drama. Will their marriage last? Only time will tell. But their decision to ban Bachelor Nation from their wedding already makes one thing clear. They're not here for the spotlight anymore. And honestly, that might be the real love story.